Come on down to Thule Town, you'd better make it quick. The garage is just opening, it's time for MechaNick. From an ancient penny farthing to a racing car that's sick. He's the man to get you moving, he's the MechaNick. MechaNick, 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 Nick, Nick.
It was a beautiful Saturday morning at Thule Garage. The sun was shining, the sky was blue, and it was time for 11s.
Here's your cup of tea, Nick.
And a biscuit. They're my favourites.
Mine too. Thanks, Em. I think Spanner might like one as well.
I've already given him two when I was making the tea.
Here you are, Spanner. You can have one of mine. It's Moose! It's Moose!
Morning all. Fine day for it, don't you think?
Fine day for what, Moose?
Just you wait and see. Now then, Nick, do you have much work on today? I've just finished replacing the master cylinder on Professor Bolingbroke's old Jensen, and then it's time to look up for the weekend. Good, because you, Em, Spanner and I are going to the park.
Yippee! I like the park. What are we going to do there?
We're going to sail this on the lake. Wow.
It's a boat! It's a boat!
It's a radio-controlled boat. Well, what are we waiting for?
They all climbed into Nick's truck. Off they went to the park.
There's the cinema with 7 screens, the skating rink where Nick's never been, some smallish shops and he buys his jeans from that one. The bowling alley, the football ground, the studios of Thule Sound, the car parts store, he's often found in that one. The cattle market, Old Town Hall, the law courts, pond and waterfall, the pizza place he'll often call and get one. The big store where they just sell toys, the school that's packed with girls and boys. It's break time, so there's lots of noise. It's great fun.
When they arrived at the lake, Moose carried the boat very carefully to the water's edge.
Here you are, Em. You take the controls while I put the boat in the water. But don't turn it on just yet.
Tell me when, Moose.
That's one of the most beautiful model boats I've ever seen, Moose. Where did you get it? An old biking friend of mine called Bison. He makes them for a hobby. Okay, Em, start the motor. Let me help you, Em. The top button is to make it go forward, the bottom button makes it go backwards, and these ones make it go left and right. If you press them the right way, you can make the boat go round in circles.
It works! Look!
Well done, Em. That's very good. Make her go round in circles now. Oh, be careful, Spanner. Don't make the boat capsize. Come here.
It's all right, Spanner. It won't hurt you.
Oh, Spanner, you've made me all wet now. Do you think I could have a go now, Em? Steady on, Nick. This isn't a racing circuit, you know. Watch out for that island in the middle of the lake.
You're making it go too fast, Nick. Slow down.
Too late. The boat was going so fast that it leapt into the air and landed with a thump on the island.
Oh dear. I'm very sorry, Moose. The controls just seemed to stick. I couldn't slow it down. I do hope it isn't damaged. You know, Bison mentioned the controls sometimes got stuck, but it was fine when I tried it out in my bath.
But how are we going to get it back?
Don't worry, Em. You know what I always say. Where there's a wheel, there's a way.
Except this boat doesn't have a wheel.
I must have something on the truck I could use.
Stepping stones. How about stepping stones. We could gather up lots of big stones and put them in the water for you to walk across.
Good thinking, Em, but it wouldn't work, as the water's too deep. They'd just disappear. Maybe my long ladder would stretch across to the island and I could walk over on it. It's worth a try.
Nick stretched the ladder across the lake until it rested on a clump of bulrushes.
Here goes.
He started to walk across the ladder.
You look like an acrobat at the circus.
No good. The ladder doesn't reach the island.
Watch out, Nick.
It's another boat on the lake. Oh no!
Off you go. Oh, it's not as deep as I thought it was. So, as you're wet anyway, Nick, why not just walk across and get the boat? Moose, you're brilliant. Yes, and dry. Hurrah! Well done, Nick.
I'll just run Spanner around the lake to dry him off. Come on, Spanner.
Nick, have you been round the other side of the island? I think there's something you should see.
Right. Hop on.
See that?
There's a bridge.
To the island! You could have walked over the bridge to get the boat.
And not got soaked after all.
Not so much fun, though. If your roller skates or minibus need mending, take your pick. But of all the men to help you, you do best with MechaNick. MechaNick, 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 Nick, Nick.